My name's John Davies and I'm the Managing Director of Pervade Software. We're an independent software vendor. We work in cybersecurity. We're based right here in Cardiff and we were formed in 2009. And proud to be a board member actually of the Wales Cyber Resilience Centre. I think the Cyber Resilience Centre for Wales is doing some really important work, particularly for businesses in Wales. And we have, 260 odd thousand companies in Wales now. 98% of those are micro companies. They're not even SMEs yet. They're going to grow into SMEs. And over 60% of the working population in Wales work for SMEs. So that's definitely a key market for us in terms of focusing effort on raising cyber awareness and cyber protection. Perhaps a good way of measuring that is to look at a scheme such as the Cyber Essentials scheme. This is a national rollout scheme devised by the National Cybersecurity Centre and pushed out to organisations who can take basic cyber measures, prove that they've taken those measures and get a certificate to demonstrate to their customers and their competitors that they have cyber protection in place. So the question is, how many of the 260 odd businesses in Wales are Cyber Essentials certified? The answer is obviously a fraction of those, and that's the problem that needs resolving. And I think the Cyber Resilience Centre can do good work here in terms of raising awareness, pushing that message out, and encouraging more and more businesses to take those essential steps, and then why not get a certificate to prove that you've done it. Cybercrime is a very real threat to SMEs. The police actually measure crime in a couple of different ways. So for example, they would call certain crimes cyber dependent. That basically means that the entire crime relies entirely on the internet or on electronic means to perpetrate that crime. But equally, there's another sort of crime, which is cyber-enabled crime, which is crime that actually could be committed physically and would have been committed physically in the past, but now criminals are opting to commit that crime electronically or over the internet instead of physically. Do you know, if you add the cyber-dependent crime and the cyber-enabled crime together, more than 50% of all crime in the UK is considered to be cybercrime. And that's a huge growth, and that is a real threat to businesses. And some of that crime is large, complex hacks that are perpetrated against huge organizations with the aim of gaining millions of dollars from them or doing a lot of damage. But more of that crime is I can launch an attack at 1,000 businesses or 10,000 businesses and try to steal or to ransom a few £100s from each of them. If I get a few £100s from thousands of companies, I've achieved the same thing as getting £1 million from one company. But it's probably easier to do that with ill-prepared smaller businesses that don't focus on cyber than the large companies that have got cyber preparation and cyber protection in place. And this is why we're seeing such a large rise in the crime that's aimed at SMEs. And that's a particular concern for businesses in Wales because we have so many small businesses. Actually, I don't see why all businesses wouldn't sign up to the Cyber Resilience Centre. It's free to do that. You'll get advice, guidance, bulletins. It'll raise awareness, and it's a good differentiator for you as a business. So I don't know why everybody wouldn't sign up to the Resilience Centre as a core member. There are some additional membership levels that are paid. And we're not talking about bank-breaking money here. We're talking £500 a year. But for that money, you'd be getting personal services involved around cyber advice, looking at your particular business and your particular vulnerabilities and threats, vulnerability assessments on a regular basis, and some really, really tailored advice. So I don't know why all companies in Wales wouldn't sign up to the Resilience Centre. I think it's a bit of a no-brainer. Pervade Software. So I've said that we're a cybersecurity software vendor. Our products are used in about 80 countries worldwide. We are prevalent in the NHS. We're prevalent in large corporate companies globally. We're also used by a lot of SMEs, and particularly through managed service providers who use our product as a basis for the services they offer. And that includes the police, actually. We've got some amazing services that are offered by the UK police that are produced by ourselves. And in addition, the Cyber Essential scheme is actually run off our platform. They're a great customer, and we're proud to be involved in that scheme. But at the heart of it, we're a Welsh business. You know, in ni'n dod o Gymraeg, ni'n byw yn Gymraeg, and you know, dwi'n balch. We're very proud to be a Welsh company. And we're also an SME. There's only 11 of us in the 12 of us in the company. We've got somebody joining at the beginning of next month. So we're growing ourselves. But so I think from a board perspective, sitting on the board of the Welsh Resilience Centre, I think I can bring the fact that we're a small company. I can bring the fact that we're a Welsh company. I think we're a company that deals with a range of other organisations to help them with their cyber. And we also have experience working with the police. So hopefully I can add a lot of value on the board, and I'm looking forward to working with Paul and Mike and the rest of the team to push cyber awareness and cyber guidance out to as many organisations in Wales as we can.